Alrighty, hello everyone. Today I will be doing a tier list on ranking the Geometry Dash levels, but I won't be doing this alone. I am being joined today by Flat Stanley.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so I know you played Geometry Dash a lot. You did tell me that you didn't beat every single level. Is that correct?
Yeah, I haven't beaten Three Racing 2 and Deadlocked.
Oh, okay. But pretty sure you know how those levels play out. So
Yeah, I
I
know how
think
they play out.
So I think they will. So I don't think you'll have a problem with them anyway. So I think that with all that said, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
Alrighty then. Alright, so starting off, we have Stereo Madness. Now, what are your opinions on Stereo Madness?
It's a decent level. I mean, it's just a beginner level, but for starter level, it's actually pretty solid.
Yeah, definitely. I think I enjoy Stereo Madness a little bit more than I should because of the simplicity and also that it's a really good starting level, like you said. So I think that this level is a really good starting level to get people into the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What are your opinions on the coins on this level?
The coins are a bit on the basic side, but the third one is one of my favorite coins in the game. It's so well hidden.
Yeah, no, I agree. The third coin is by
Makes
far.
collecting it very hard.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh no, I was gonna say that I agree with you because like the third coin was so well hidden that I actually had to look it up as to where it was because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I had to do the same.
Yeah, like that coin is so well hidden, so I'll give it points for that. But where would you rank this?
I'll say either B or C is a good place for it.
Okay. For me, I think it's an A tier level.
That's a good
Because
place for it.
like I said, it's a really good starting level to get people into the game, and also the third coin is a challenge to find. So that's why like I think it's an A tier level. But for you, would it be B or C?
Just for the fact that I agree with pretty much everything you said, I think it's a B tier, honestly. It's a really good level.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely a good level. Alright, next up we got Back on Track. So what do you think of Back on Track?
It's still a pretty good level. Maybe not as charming, but I'd still say it's almost up there with it. They're pretty equal.
You think that Back on Track and Stereo Madness are kind of like on the same page?
Yeah, Back on Track maybe slightly worse, but it does a good job of introducing those jump pads.
Yeah, definitely. Um, like Back on Track for me, I think I would kind of prefer it over Stereo Madness just because like I like the gameplay of it a little bit better than Stereo Madness. The coins are probably not as hard as Stereo Madness, but the coins they did give you like a little bit of a challenge the first time you go through it.
Yeah, I agree. The coins are on the basic side. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but the gameplay is so fun.
Yeah, and also it like really goes well to the music as well. So I think that this level is actually a little just slightly better than Serial Madness.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So where would you rank it?
Since it's been on the basic side, I would still restrict it to A tier, but I think it deserves to be above Stereo Madness. It's a really good level.
So wait, you have Stereo Madness in B tier. So would it be in your side? Would it be B tier or A tier?
Oh, whoops! I forgot it was in B tier. It can go in A tier.
Just slightly better than Stereo Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it will definitely go in the A tier as well, above Stereo Madness, because definitely, while the coins are not as hard as Stereo Madness's coins, just the way the gameplay flows and the way it goes to the music is what brings this level up for me.
Yeah, the flow is incredible.
Yeah. Alright, so next up we have Polargeist. So what do you think of this level?
It's another pretty basic level, but it introduces the orbs, and there's something about it. I mean, the flow isn't as good as Back on Track, but it has some sort of nice flow to it.
Yeah, like, I can't really explain Polargeist's like charm, because like I do really like this level a lot. Like, this level like did introduce the orbs, and like the gameplay is really good and has a charm that I don't necessarily understand yet, but like it's still a really fun level.
Yeah.
What do you think of its coins?
The coins are still a bit on the basic side, but it has a really hard coin at the end. It's one of my hardest in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. That last coin is like, the timing to get it is like so ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, you have to get it down perfectly.
Yeah, you have to treat that one spike like if it's a triple spike to get it. But yeah, like, that coin may be hard, but it's still one of the most satisfying ones to get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so where would you rank it?
I think Back on Track has more charm to it and has better flow, but it's still really good. I would place it right below it in A tier.
So Polargeist like right below Back on Track?
Yep.
Alright. For me, Polargeist, I really enjoy this level a lot more than Back on Track. Just because, like I told you, like there's a charm to it that I just don't get. But because of that, I like really like this level, and because that third coin is so satisfying to get once you actually nail it, I think that I'm just still gonna place it in the A tier, just above Back on Track.
Yeah, good place for it.
Alright, so next up we
Well
have Dry
said.
Out. Oh, thank you. Alright, so next up we have Dry Out. What do you think of this level?
Basic name aside, it's still a pretty decent level. Gameplay's fun, and it introduced the upside down mechanic, and I think it did a pretty good job with that.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. The only thing that I can really say about Dry Out is that, yeah, it introduced the upside down portal, but for me it's kind of forgettable, because like this level literally had nothing going for it except for the upside down portal.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
The coins are pretty simple in my opinion. They were not that hard whatsoever, except for maybe the last one, but then again, that just takes practice.
Yeah, once you practice it, it's not that hard.
Yeah, definitely. Where would you place Dry Out in your tier list?
I still find it decently fun to play, but it's definitely more forgettable than the other three. So I think B tier would be a good place for it.
Below or above Stereo Madness?
I'd say below.
So you think B tier?
Yep.
Alright. For me, Dry Out is going into D tier. Because, like I said, this level really has nothing going for it other than the upside down portal. And really has forgettable, and it's really forgettable. So that's my reason for putting it in D tier.
Now that you mention it, can I change it to C tier?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Just has a, it's not very memorable.
Yeah, it's really not.
Hard to remember.
Yeah, like that's tryout. Alright, next up we have base after base. Now, what do you think of this level?
It's a pretty it's an okay level. I mean, it's better than Dry Out, but just like it, nothing really stands out too much to me.
I kind of would agree with you on that. The only reason that I would say base after base is actually better than Dry Out is for the simple reason that the coins are just way too easy.
Yeah, I agree. Those all 3 coins are just freebies.
Yeah, it's easier to beat the level with the coins than without it.
Yeah, that actually might be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, but I still think it's pretty alright for a level. Like, it did like incorporate the things that it did that the other levels did. But this level, in my opinion, it's probably the easiest level in the whole game. Because, like, while Stereo Madness is a beginner level, this level is just really easy to be with the coins. That's kind of what brings this level down for me. But overall, I still think that this level is way more memorable than Dry Out.
Yeah, I agree. Leagues above Dry Out.
Yeah. Where would you rank it on your tier list?
I'm thinking below Stereo Madness in B or right above Dry Out in C. But I enjoy the gameplay of base after base, so I think B tier is a suitable place for it.
Alright. B tier for you. For me, I'm probably going to place this in, I'm thinking B or C, but like I will say that I enjoy the gameplay a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go B tier.
Yeah, that's a good place for it.
Yeah, like the coins are probably what drags this level down, but the gameplay kind of saves it.
Yeah, if the coins are harder, it would definitely be higher.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so next up we have Can't Let Go. So what do you think?
To me, this level's harder than it looks for whatever reason. I just struggled with this one when I was younger. There's just something about it. I can't really put my finger on it. Just, I don't know what it is. There's just something about it that's harder.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I also struggled with this one when I was younger, because like the level was just like too hard. It looked hard. It looked harder than it really. It was harder than it really looked. But overall, I can say that as I've gotten better at the game, this level is actually a lot more fun to play now.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I used to hate it, but now that I've actually gotten good at the game, I think it's safe to say that the gameplay is pretty fun.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy this level a good bit. The coins I want to say are really well hidden, except for the second one. But then again, it's kind of hard because you really gotta make sure your ship goes straight up to get it. But I will say that the third coin is probably on borderlines of the level of Stereo Madness's third coin. It was so well hidden.
Yeah, that third coin was pretty well hidden.
Yeah, definitely. That third coin, I had to look it up because I couldn't really find it, no matter how many times I went through practice mode.
When I was younger, I'd just avoid the third coin, because I didn't know how to get it.
Yeah, like, that's what I did when I first beat this level, because I couldn't really find the third coin. But obviously once I beat it, like, I wanted to get the third coin, so I just looked it up because I couldn't find it anywhere. So once I found out where it was, I was like, oh my god, that was so well hidden.
Yeah, that's a great reaction.
Yeah. But where were you ranking?
I'd say it belongs in A tier, above Back on Track. The gameplay is so fun.
A tier? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For me, it's going straight into S tier. Cause like I said, the gameplay is so much fun once you actually like can understand it. The coin, the first and third coin were relatively well hidden, and like the dark section was always one of my favorites, and the upside down section as well was always one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's really understandable. The upside down parts are really fun.
Yeah, definitely. But next up, we have Jumper. Now, what do you think of this level?
It's a really strange name, but I'm just gonna ignore that because that doesn't really matter. I really like the gameplay of this level for whatever reason. There's something about it. I don't understand it, but there's something about it that makes it fun to play.
Yeah, definitely. Like, at first when I played this level, I did not enjoy this level, but as I've gotten better, like, this level just became like really one of the better ones in the whole main line.
Yeah, I agree.
The coins, the first coin is ridiculously hard.
Which one is it?
It's the one where you're in the upside down ship and you have to like go like through.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's insane.
Yeah, that one is a hard coin, but it's so satisfying when you get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The second and third coin are really easy to get, but that first coin is really what makes this level like a lot more fun. And also like this level actually has a really good song as well.
Yeah, we didn't really discuss any of the songs for any of the levels, but the song just fits so well.
Yeah, it does. We didn't really discuss the songs because like the song, I try to leave music out of bias because like I don't really want this to be like music based because like we're ranking this based on gameplay and coins and how fun it is. But
Yeah, I understand that.
But like music can play a huge part in the level as well if you really wanted to. But this level really had really good music.
Yeah. Even ignoring the music, I think this level is incredible as is.
Yeah, definitely. Where would you rank it on your tier list?
It'll take S for me, honestly.
S?
It's a really good level.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm on the same page as you. I think I'm also gonna put it on S, but just above Can't Let Go. Just because like this level is actually a lot more fun.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah. Alright, so next up we got Time Machine. Now, what do you think of this level?
Time Machine's a pretty good level. I thought the first coin was impossible to get when I was younger, but then it became one of the easiest coins in the entire game.
Yeah.
But other than that, the reverse mechanic was a pretty interesting gimmick. Even though they used it a ton, there's not really a problem with that. They used it in a way that didn't make it a problem. So I think it's a pretty good level. What are your thoughts?
Alright, well, Time Machine, I am not really a big fan of this level. Just because of the mirror portal. Like, that mirror portal is kind of stupid in my opinion. Cause like it literally makes for really bad transitions, and like that one transition where you're like near the end of the level where you're upside down and like it changes and like it changes your portal, like you really gotta like be on your feet or else you're gonna really miss your timing.
Yeah, I understand that. The timing is rough.
Yeah, because like because there's a in that specific area there's a thing where you can tap too early or tap too late, and I'm not really a fan of that because the mirror portal really makes everything so badly transition.
Yeah.
I will say the one credit I will give it is its third coin because it was really well hidden.
Is it the one near that bad transition?
Yeah, yeah. It is the one where you're upside down and you're like jumping through some blocks and avoiding spikes. But there was one where you, instead of jumping back into the normal portal, you would like fly up.
And then you have to tap orbs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
That one is really well hidden.
yeah. That's the only credit I'll give this level. But where would you rank it on your tier list?
Just for the fact that you were right about the bad transitions, it really brings it down. But I don't think it brings it down enough to be worse than Dry Out. So I honestly think it's worse than Stereo Madness. I think in between Stereo Madness would work in B tier.
In between Stereo Madness and Base After Base?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't zoom in. I didn't see what else was in B tier.
That's okay.
Maybe next time I should zoom in.
That's okay. Like, so B tier in between Stereo Madness and Base After Base for you? For me, it's going in D tier. The only saving grace it has is its last coin. But like, other than that, like, this level is really not that fun to play on.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. But next up, we got Cycles. What do you think of this level?
This level, honestly, I feel like it's one of the more mid levels out of everything here. In my opinion, it might be the most mid one here. There's something about the ridiculous usage of triple spikes in the beginning of the level that makes it not fun. But after that, the level is really strong. The ball gameplay is fun. I mean, outside of the beginning of the level, which is extremely basic and annoying because of the triple spikes, I think it's a really good level outside of that.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Like, the beginning is definitely the annoying part. Like, once you get to the ball, like, everything is like really decent. But like, I will say that the ship is actually really one of the hard ones to master if you're just starting out, because like that ship where you just switch gravity every single time, that took me a while to like actually get past that.
Yeah, it took me a while to perfect. And it gets really annoying with a certain level that we'll get to later.
Yeah, but I definitely agree. Where would you rank? Wait, well, hold on. What about the coins? What do you think of the coins of this level?
It's honestly, for me, it's hard to remember Cycle's coins. They're not really too memorable, honestly.
Okay.
They're kind of mediocre.
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
What are your thoughts?
Like, the first coin on the ball is really easy. The second coin is like where you have to like really like perfect your ship movement, because like you gotta like go down and then go back up immediately, or no, go up and then go back down immediately, or else you're gonna die.
Yeah.
The third coin is definitely the hardest. Like, when I first did it, I thought it was the hardest coin in the whole game, but as I gotten better, I found that it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So definitely,
I only recently got the third coin because I just have straight up avoided it because I never knew how to get it.
yeah, no, like that coin could be kind of difficult, but then again, like it's really not a fun coin to go for either.
Yeah.
Where would you rank it?
I think in C tier above Dry Out would work.
C tier above Dry Out? Yeah, I agree with you in C tier, because like this level has like mid coins, mid gameplay, and it really just didn't do well.
Yeah, it's just mid all around.
Yeah, definitely. But next up we have X Step. Now, what do you think of this level?
This is one of my favorite levels to come back to, and it's one of my favorite levels in the entire game. The gameplay is so fun. I mean, it just feels so good throughout the level to just hit jumps and stuff. It just feels so good to perfect this level.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. This level has some really good gameplay and really good flow as well. The coins are actually kind of difficult to get, except for maybe the first one. But the second and third coin are kind of difficult to get it if you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like X-Step's coins has are really fun to get once you get it, but like they're also really tedious.
Yeah, they're really satisfying to get once you do get it.
Yeah, definitely. Where would you rank this level?
I love this level to death. I think it takes W, honestly. It's so good.
Okay, fair point. Yeah, I definitely I don't think it'll take W for me, but I think I'll put it like in the bottom of S tier right now, because I do really like this level. The coins are satisfying to get once you get them, and the flow is just really good at this level.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But next up we have Clutterfunk. Now, what do you think?
In my old state, I would have hated this level. I would have placed it probably in C or D tier. But now that I'm actually good at the game, I can say, although the gameplay is very annoying at times, once you perfect it, it can feel really satisfying.
Yeah, like I would say that Clutterfunk is kind of polarizing to me, because like sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. Cause like this level has just some weird gameplay in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Like this level is still really good. The coins are actually kind of difficult.
Except for one of them. I don't know if it's the second or it's the second one, I think.
The one where you're like where you're like in the when you're in the mini ship.
Oh, I think it's the one where you're in the normal ship going up and down.
Oh, I found that coin to be kind of annoying.
It's right before the mini cube section.
Yeah, no, I know which coin it is. It's definitely the second coin. But like that coin I like always found really tedious, because there was like a specific timing for me to do it, because like I would just go from the ground and then just like tap to like go up and get into the little crevice. That coin was really tedious for me.
Yeah. Yeah, the space is kind of small. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Definitely. Like Clutterfunk, like I said, I like struggle with this level big time when I was younger. But like once I beat it,
Yeah.
like I think I actually popped off for the first time in my life once I beat when I beat this.
Yeah, I was struggling a lot with this level as well.
Yeah. Where would you rank this?
You described this level very well. It is very polarizing. Like sometimes you can love it and sometimes you can hate it. And for that reason, I'd probably place it directly in the middle of B tier, in between Stereo Madness and Time Machine.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So I can't really decide if I love it or hate it.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same track as you. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, just because like there are some parts where you can love the level, but there are also some really annoying parts where you can really hate the level. So I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, just above base after base.
Yeah, it's a good spot for it.
Yeah,
The good gameplay and the bad gameplay kind of balance each other out.
yeah, definitely, I would say so. But next up, we have Theory of Everything. Now, what do you think of this level?
I like this level a lot. Not on the same level as X Step, but I still say it's a really solid level. It's really solid all around, in my opinion. I think it's got good gameplay. It's not too annoying. I mean, in fact, I really think the level is kind of easy once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Theory of fun fact, I actually beat Theory of Everything before I actually beat Clutterfunk, because it was just that easy once I got the hang of it.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, like Theory of Everything's coins are really nothing of the sort. I will say that the third coin is really well hidden, and the second coin is absurdly hard as well. The first coin is
The
really
one where
easy.
you have to swoop down.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's insanely difficult.
Yeah, but really satisfying once you get it.
Yeah, I agree.
While the first coin is really not hard at all, because all you gotta do is just time your UFO jumps. I still think that this level does really well for it being at this stage of the game. The third coin was really well hidden, I will say that. So where would you rank this?
You cut out a little, but I heard what you said. So no worries.
Oh,
It's a really good level.
yeah,
Honestly, it's not really on the same level as X Step for me, but it's still really good. So I think it'll take the top of S tier, above Jumper.
Okay, understandable. For me, I think that Theory of Everything will probably take B tier, just above Clutterfunk. Just cause like while this level was alright for the stage it was in, that's just it, because like the gameplay was kind of simpler than Clutterfunk, so I was expecting a rise in difficulty, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Was that clear?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That made perfect sense, actually. You described that really well.
Oh, I thought it was a little confusing.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah. Alright. But next up we have Electroman Adventures. Now, what do you think of this level?
Honestly, this is a really good level for me. The gameplay is fun, and it's not too hard once you get the hang of it. The only gripe I can say about it are the coins being very easy.
Yeah, definitely. Like, although the coins are really easy, like that doesn't take away from the gameplay either, because the gameplay is just on another level.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, like even though like we're ranking this based on how the coins are as well, because like how well they're hidden and how well they are, and how well they're how fun they are to get. While this level's coins really don't match that criteria, the gameplay of this level is just on another level, to the point where we're getting the coins. It's just like the second thing you think about, because like you're just enjoying the level.
Yeah, I can perfectly relate to that. That was really well said. That was perfect.
Thank you. But yeah.
That literally perfectly describes it.
Mm-hmm. Now, where would you rank Electroman Adventures?
From what you said earlier, I definitely agree. This is an insanely good level. And because it's not as basic as Jumper, and that the gameplay is just so immaculate, I definitely think it deserves the top spot in W.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm going to place this as my first W, because like this level is just too fun to play on.
Yeah, there's never a day in your life where you regret playing on this level.
Nope. just that fun. Alright, next up we have Club Step. Now, what do you think of this level?
For being the first demon level, I'd say it's pretty solid. Took me forever to beat. But for a demon level, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this level also did take me forever to beat, considering it was my first demon. It took me like over 4,000 attempts to beat. But like once I beat it, like I knew that I could actually do better at the game now because like Club Step is like the first demon you want to like actually do to get better at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like while Club Step has its moments where it's like okay, and it does have an annoying section around 80%, I still think this level does really well for being the first demon level.
Yeah, I know this section 80% all too well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that section was so hard. The coins are kind of basic except for the third one because obviously like you're at the end of the level and like it's really tedious to go for that coin, but I still think that it's not really that hard of a coin either.
Yeah. Me personally, I only have the first coin on the level.
Oh.
But that first coin is just a freebie, honestly. I go for it every time.
I think it's easier to go for the coin than without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first coin
kind of like base after base.
Yeah, that first coin is just too easy to get, and the second coin is also not that bad either. The second coin is actually one of the easier ones in my opinion.
Which one's the second coin?
It's the one where you go into the mini UFO, after the cube.
Oh,
and shit.
that.
Yeah, like you just gotta do some tiny jumps afterwards, but like it's really not that bad.
That doesn't seem that hard.
It's really
even
not.
though I haven't collected it personally.
It's really not that hard. I really recommend that like you go back for it because it's actually on the more simple side. But with all that said, where would you rank this level?
I'm kind of conflicted on where I want to place this. On one hand, I do like it, and on other hands, it's just a little basic. So I'm thinking it can be in between Clutterfunk and Time Machine and B.
Alright, yeah, that's...
There's just levels that are more fun to play.
Yeah, that's respectable. Because, like, Club Step does have some kind of confusing parts. But, like, overall, Overall, I think this level does alright for it being the first, demon. So, for that, I think I'm actually gonna place it at the top of B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good place for it.
Okay. Now, next up, we have Electrodynamics. Now, what do you think of this level?
Me, the gameplay can be fun, but I find myself more annoyed at the gameplay than I am enjoying it. But it's still fairly memorable. On the one hand, though, the speed mechanic is so annoying. Like, you instantly go into 2 speed at the start of the level, and that tells you you're going to be in for a wild ride.
Yeah, definitely. Electrodynamics, I feel like if Club Step, Deadlock, and Theory of Everything 2 did not exist, this would probably be the hardest level in all of the mainline. But Electrodynamics' flow is just really good. Like, I will say that the speed changes are kind of annoying. But like that's honestly what makes this level a little bit more fun once you're actually better at the game, because like it's fun to like really test your limits.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
The flow is really nice.
Yeah, the coins are a bit on the basic side, I want to say. The last one is kind of confusing to get, but once you know how to get it, it's really not that bad.
Now that you mention the coins, I don't think I have any of the coins on the level. Maybe I need to go do that at some point.
Like the coins on electrodynamics, the first one is not that hard. The second one is not that hard either. A lot of people back in the day said it was like really really hard to get that coin, but I never found any issue with it.
Is it the one where it's underneath the? It's hard to describe. Is it like underneath where where you have to go underneath that cube section?
Yeah,
Oh, that one.
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
not that. It's really
That
not
one
that
doesn't
hard.
seem too bad.
It's really not that hard. And like I said, once you know how to get the third coin, it's really not that bad either.
The first one is a theory of everything one where you have to time your UFO jump.
Yeah, but like since you're already doing that with the UFO section in the level already, it's actually really easy to get it because all you gotta do is just do like 1 or 2 jumps extra.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I might have that coin, or I could be wrong. I either have the first coin or I don't have any. But that doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Where would you rank this level?
For me, I think it can take it can go above Stereo Madness and B.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Electrodynamics will actually take the top of A tier, because I do really like this level for what it is. The flow is really good. The coins have a fair bit of difficulty, but still nothing crazy. And like the speed changes, while obviously it may be the main gimmick of this level, and also could be the most annoying thing, when you master it, it's really fun to play on.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Alright, next up we have Hexagon Force. Now, what do you think of this level?
I absolutely love this level. It's on the same level for me as Electroman Adventures. It's so good. By saying that, I think you probably already know which tier I'm going to put it in, but I'll give my reasoning. The flow, for me, is really good. And it feels so good throughout the level just to perfect everything. I will say there's the part at 40%. I died on that all the time. But once you master it, it is doable.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's enough to bring it down for me.
Yeah, no, Hexagon Force is just on another level. Like, the gameplay is so much fun to play on. The dual gameplay,
Absolutely.
probably the best gameplay ever is the dual gameplay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, the dual gameplay is by far the best thing about this level. And honestly, there's only really one place for this level.
I think we all know where to put it.
Yeah, top of W for you.
Straight
and
to W tier.
It's taking the top of W for me. This level is just too much fun to play on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
it's so fun that I go back and watch my own video on it. Like, it's seriously that fun.
yeah, it's too good. Hexagon Force, too good. While the coins are actually a bit on the easy side as well, that really doesn't take anything away from it. The gameplay just overtakes it. It's the same thing as Electroman Adventures.
Yeah, honestly, such a good level. The coins don't matter.
Nope.
W level indeed.
Definitely. Now, next up we have Blast Processing. Now, what do you think of this level?
I think it's kind of like similar to Cycles, where it's kind of mid all around, but I find it way more interesting and fun to play.
Okay. Blast processing is one of my favorite levels of the entire game, because the wave section is kind of what takes it from me, because like I really like the mechanics of the wave.
Yeah, the wave is really fun to master.
Yeah, like the wave is probably the most memorable thing about this level, but there's also really good things about this level that I just that there's just like really nothing that drags this level down for me. The coins are a bit on the easy side as well, but like the level is overall just has really good gameplay.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, like and especially since the song also is like is really good as well.
Yeah, this song is incredible.
Yeah, definitely. Where would you put this?
I think it deserves to be above Back on Track and A tier, honestly.
Just below Can't Let Go?
Actually, maybe put it at the top of A tier. I think that's a better place for it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just more well rounded.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think I'm gonna put Blast Processing in the S tier, just above X Step, just because I just really, really, really like this level a lot. And obviously, I recently actually also pulled off the swag route as well.
I didn't know there's a swag route, but that's awesome.
There
Swag
is.
routes are not easy.
Yeah, no, they're not. And I recently pulled it off, so I will definitely like but I will definitely place it at the like S tier just for that reason alone. I would suggest you look up the swag route. It's actually really interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up we have Theory of Everything 2. I know you haven't completed this level, but what do you think of this level?
I think I know enough to have a decent opinion.
Alright.
The gameplay. Mm, maybe if I beat the level, I like the gameplay more. But for now, the gameplay's kind of mid. It is pretty fun.
Yeah, like Theory of Everything 2 like has good things going for it as well. Um like when I first went through it, I thought that the first ship was literally impossible. Then I found out it was actually a lot easier to do by getting the coin. But like as the level went on, it actually started to get really interesting for me, because like the level like really did flow really well with the music and everything. And then the wave section also really did really well. And then also the second coin is considered to be one of the harder coins in the game. I never had a problem
Yeah,
with
I've
it.
heard of.
Wait, what was that?
I've heard about the second coin.
Yeah, like a lot of people say it's really one of the harder coins in the game. I never found it that way because I actually never died getting the coin. I don't know how or why, but like that coin was just never a problem for me. Then the slow part with the song going really slow as well was a really good fit for the level. The only thing that I will say is that the ship at 80% is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I can agree with that. From playing this level in practice mode, I have struggled at the end of the level and at the beginning of the level.
Yeah, like definitely like Theory of Everything 2 also has a freebie third coin. It's so easy to get. But like the end of the level also really did really well with what it had.
The ending is kind of strange in my opinion, but it is still pretty fitting.
Yeah, like the ending was kind of strange as well because like it ended off in like a weird part of the song.
Yeah,
Yeah, like but where would you rank this level?
I don't have a strong enough opinion, but I think I can safely say that it's at least B tier for me. If I
Alrighty.
had more knowledge on it, I'd definitely rank it higher. But for now, I think it deserves to be in between Electrodynamics and Stereo Madness and B.
Alright. Fair. That's fair. For me, Theory of Everything 2 is actually gonna go above Club Step in the B tier. Cause like I do like this level a lot more than Club Step. Because of obviously the advanced gameplay as 1.9
Yeah,
came
it's
out.
more enhanced.
Yeah, so like I think I prefer this level. I think I prefer to play this level over Club Step, even though Club Step is my go-to demon if I need practice.
Yeah, I'd probably prefer Toe 2 over Club Step if I had more knowledge.
Yeah, but like overall, I think this level is really solid.
Yeah, I can agree, even though I don't really have a say in this.
It's fine. You can just go based off of what you of what you think of what you've seen and what you've experienced.
Yeah, I've played a decent amount of practice mode in this level.
Yeah. But next up we have Geometrical Dominator. Now, what do you think of this level?
This level is incredibly charming to me. I love the flow and gameplay, and the robot mechanic was really refreshing.
Yeah, I will say that Geometrical Dominator is probably one of my favorite levels in the whole game because like the level just feels like you're actually like playing like a different game.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, like it literally looks like you're playing like it literally feels like it was platforming mode before platforming mode was even a thing.
Not sure if that's the way I would describe it, but that's a pretty good description nonetheless.
Yeah, cuz like the robot I didn't even know how the robot worked at first until I actually like accidentally held the click by accident and realized that he jumped higher. So like once I found that out, I was like, oh okay, that's how this works now. Overall, I think this level was
Yeah, I had to figure that one out myself too.
yeah no it was kind of confusing at first, but overall this level is just really fun. The coins are I want to say that the first coin is kind of difficult, but like it really wasn't that difficult. The second one was really easy, and um the third one was also really easy.
Yeah, third coin was pretty easy.
Yeah. Where would you rank this level?
I actually think it should. I think it belongs at the top of S. It's a really solid level.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. It's really good. I think it's gonna take W for me, just below Hexagon Force, because like I said, this level is really fun to play on, and also the gameplay is really good, and also the way it looks is really good as well.
Yeah, they nailed the aesthetic.
What was that?
I was saying they nailed the aesthetic.
Oh, yeah, they did. They definitely did. That's why it's gonna take W for me.
Yeah, that's a good spot for it.
Yeah. Next up we got Deadlocked. Now, I know this is another level that you haven't completed yet, but what do you think?
I definitely have more of a say with this level than I do with Theory of Everything 2. because I've actually played a lot of practice mode in this level so I can get better at it.
Okay.
And from what I know, this level is really solid.
Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you. The Deadlock is obviously the hardest level in all the mainline games. Um, but like this level is actually has really fun gameplay, and also like things that like we've never seen before either. Like the green orbs.
Yeah.
Like the green orbs.
Yeah, the green orbs.
Yeah. And I will say that once you get past the first wave, I think that like you can really go far into the level. Because like I struggled a lot on that first wave when I was younger.
Yeah, I struggle with the first wave now, even. The waves are my least favorite part of the level.
Yeah, I think I think I would agree. Which kind of sucks in a way because like I really like the way the wave plays out, but like in Deadlock it just really didn't work well.
Yeah.
Cuz like the waves are
They
just
made the
too.
waves harder, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like they did do that because like it felt really hard to even get past the first wave and then get past like the dual wave as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And then once you get past the mini wave, you gotta transition into the ship, which is one of the worst transitions in the whole game.
Yeah, I died on that transition. That's why I have 79% on it currently.
Mm,
Because of that transition.
yeah, that transition is just not good whatsoever. I will say that one thing I will give it credit for is its coins. Its coins are actually really, really interesting.
I think I can agree with that.
Yeah, like I think that the first coin, obviously like you have to get a key in the ship in the first ship, which honestly isn't that bad, but just the fact that you actually have to do something before to get the coin is like really interesting. The second coin,
Yeah.
the second coin really wasn't that hard. It's actually one of the easier ones. And the third coin is by far one of the hardest coins I've ever gotten in the whole game.
I don't remember what the third coin is.
It's in that part with the where with these little things on the right like spitting fire at you and you have to go through like two saw blades.
Oh. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that one's hard.
that one is insanely hard. And like the fact is that when I beat Deadlocked with all the coins, every time I go back to play this level, I just avoid the third coin all around because like that coin is just it's just absurdly hard to get.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, like but like once you actually have it, it's actually really it actually feels really good. Yeah, and also fun fact, I actually beat Deadlock before Theory of Everything too.
I might do the same, honestly. I find Theory of Everything 2 to be harder, honestly.
Honestly, like I find Deadlock harder because like after I beat Deadlocked, Theory of Everything 2 was insanely easy after I beat Deadlocked.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like I think that maybe Deadlocked is like pretty much your one big challenge to like actually get good at the game because like once you beat Deadlocked, like you can actually transition into like harder levels.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
But where would you rank this?
Um, it's a pretty solid level. I think it belongs below blast processing in A.
Below blast processing in A?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are pretty much what I said. I think that this level will actually take probably above electrodynamics just because I do really like this level. And also it's also one of the most satisfying levels to beat. So I think for that reason alone, I think I'll put it in the A tier.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Next up, we got Finger Dash. Now, what do you think of this level?
This is honestly a really good level. It's up there with the good flow and gameplay.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Finger Dash was such a breath of fresh air for 2.1 because like after 2.0 came out, I didn't think there could be anything else to do because like obviously like Deadlocked was like obviously the big challenge.
Yeah,
So Finger Dash was such a breath of fresh air. And honestly, one of the more fun levels in the whole game.
yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Um yeah, definitely. And like this level introduced the spider, which honestly was a pretty interesting idea. Because like I didn't think that later on in 2.2 they would actually make orbs based on the mechanics of the spider.
Yeah, the spider is really interesting. It's kind of like the ball in a way, but I can't really describe it.
It's like the ball but a lot more faster and it's like instant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will say that the coins are actually really fun to get. Except for maybe the second coin because it's kind of easy. But like the first and third coin are like really the highlight for me.
yeah.
Yeah. Where would you rank this?
I think it belongs in W, but since I don't, it's easy, or it's easier than it lets on. I think it deserves to go between Electroman Adventures and X Step. I think that's a very good place for it.
Yeah, I think so. For me, I think it's gonna go straight into. I think it's gonna go into the top of the S tier. I don't think it's quite W yet because like obviously like Electroman, Geometrical Dominator, and Hexagon Force is like on another level of fun and gameplay wise.
Yeah,
They're really good. Finger Dash is also really good, just not to the level of those three yet.
yeah. I can agree with that.
Oh, this tier list doesn't have Dash. Hold up, let me fix that for a second.
No worries.
Alright, there we go. Now we have Dash on the tier list. Now, what are your opinions of Dash?
I honestly think it's way better than Finger Dash. Honestly, it hasn't been out for a year yet, like the other levels, or yeah, year plus. But there's just so much detail to look at. The flow is nice. The aesthetic is incredible. I mean, and the song is even fantastic. The song has nothing to do with this, but I mean, I think the level is just incredible.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Dash, Dash is really good for what it does introducing 2.2. I do think that it's one of the better levels in the whole mainline. Um, the coins are really interesting because it was that what was it? The first coin was kind of simple.
Yeah,
The second coin, where was the second coin?
the second coin was in that is was in one of the copter sections where one of the orange electro bolts were miscolored, and you can go
Ah.
through that to get the
Oh
coin.
yeah, the swing copter. That was probably one of the harder
Yeah.
coins because that was probably one of the harder coins because like obviously I wasn't used to the swing copter, so like obviously it was kind of hard to like do to like get it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
The third coin was kind of stupid in my opinion because like it kind of pulled Geometry Dash Melt SubZero, where you have to click on a certain trigger to make it appear.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So that coin was kind of stupid in a way, but like obviously really well hidden coin as well.
Yeah.
Dash did really well introducing 2.2 to us. So where would you rank it?
Like I said it's better than Finger Dash, but I
So
don't think it has the same charm as Electroman and Hexagon Force. So I think it can go in between Electroman and Finger Dash.
makes sense. Dash is really good. I think for me personally, I think I will still prefer Finger Dash over Dash. But it's still really solid. I think I'm still gonna put it in the S tier, just below Finger Dash.
Yeah, that's a good place for it.
Yeah, it's it does really well with what it had.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're done with the full version. Now we're on to Geometry Dash Meltdown, and starting off, we have the 7 Cs. Now, what do you think of this level?
This being the first level in the game, it's actually surprisingly unique and has an interesting theme to it.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, like, the 7 Cs really did really well. It was actually a really good starting level for Meltdown. And the coins were, while on the basic side, they were still really fun to get as well.
Yeah.
And also, I know this doesn't affect the ranking, the music is really good, especially when you get to the ship.
Yeah, the music is top notch.
Yeah, I personally really like the 7 Cs a lot. Maybe a little bit more than Stereo Madness, but like I think this level overall is really good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Where would you rank this level?
For a beginner level, it's really good. I think it belongs at the bottom of A, below. Wait, whoops, not A. S.
Below Jumper?
Yeah, that's a good spot for it.
Yeah, I think the 7 Cs is a really good level. I think I'm gonna put it at like S, just above X Step, just because I really do like this level a little bit more than X Step, because it's really good for
I don't blame you.
for the beginner level of Meltdown.
Yeah.
Next up, we
I
have.
don't want to spoil it.
Oh wait, what?
I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a certain beginner level that I think is way better.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. But next
All
up.
right.
Oh wait, what?
I was just saying. All right. You can continue. No worries.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Next.
interrupting.
Okay. Next up, we have Viking Arena. Now, what do you think of Viking Arena?
It's a pretty solid level. The gameplay is alright. Might like it a little less than 7 Cs. But other than that, I'd say it's a really solid level. The music's also pretty good.
Yeah, I will say that oh, kind of a spoiler. I think that Viking Arena is the weakest out of all the Meltdown levels. Just because like I wasn't much a fan of its gameplay. The music, I will give it credit for. It was really good. The coins were also a nice, well hidden, except for the third one. And this level actually did really well.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That was really well said.
Yeah, thank you. This level is really solid, especially for being in a game like Meltdown.
Yeah.
Where would you rank this level?
Like you mentioned, it is in my opinion, it also is the weakest of the Meltdown levels. It's still really good though, honestly. So I think it deserves a place between Can't Let Go and Back on Track in A tier.
So like right there, in between Can Let Go and Back on Track.
What are
For
your
m-
thoughts?
for me, I honestly think that like I said, it is kind of the weakest of the Meltdown levels. I think I'm gonna put
Yeah,
it at the top of B tier just because I do enjoy this level quite a bit, but like I still find it like kind of mid in a way.
yeah, I can understand that.
Um, all right. So next up we have airborne robots. Now, what do you think of this level?
It's a pretty good level, although it kind of gives off the vibes of being kind of similar to base after base in a way, with the basic gameplay and the orbs, but it's way more interesting.
Yeah, I'd say that probably airborne robots is probably my favorite of Meltdown because I really do like the gameplay. The music is really good as well, and what was it? The coins are also really well hidden. Well, not well hidden, but like really complex to get.
Yeah,
Yeah, overall, airborne robots is a really solid level. Well, where would you rank this?
the gameplay is really fun, and I find it really enjoyable. I just think Seven Seas has a slight bit more charm that makes it better, and the fact that it's just such a good beginner level. I think it deserves to be below Seven Seas in S tier.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like, Seven Seas does have that charm that airborne robots doesn't have, but like honestly, for me, the gameplay is really what saves this level a lot. So maybe I think I might actually have to put it at the top of no, not at the top of A tier. I meant to say like above Seven Seas in S tier.
Yeah, that's a good place for it.
Yeah. Um, but now we're moving on to Geometry Dash World, and starting off, we have Payload. Now, what do you think of this level?
Um, well, I'm gonna say this right off the bat. The first few levels in Geometry Dash World mm, they're shorter, which to me makes them less interesting. But also the fact that Payload is really basic. I don't even think the music is that memorable. It's just kind of mid.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Payload's music, in my opinion, is actually better, but like because it doesn't show the better parts of the music, um, definitely it could come off as that way. Cause like Payload's music is really good, but like only after the level's over.
Yeah,
And like Payload's gameplay is really basic. It's not even 30 seconds long.
yeah,
And yeah, this level really has nothing going for it, and I'm pretty sure that's a majority of Geometry Dash World's levels.
yeah.
So where would you rank this?
If the music, if different parts of the music were in the level, I think that it would be slightly better. But as it is, um, it'll be the first D tier for me. Not a fan of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, personally, Payload really isn't that bad for me. I think obviously, but like obviously, I think I'm gonna have to put it at the bottom of D tier as well, just because like yeah, it really has nothing going for it.
Yeah, it's not special at all.
Yeah, it's really not.
It's kind of like the SNES Mario circuits.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Or if you really want, Baby Park.
Again.
Well, I personally am not a fan of Baby Park. but I know some people who like the chaos and simplicity.
Yeah, there are some people like that exist. But for me, in this case, payload just doesn't do it.
Yeah, it doesn't really get the job done.
No. Alright, next up we have Beast Mode. Now, what do you think of this level?
I'll give credit to this level. This level has, in my opinion, has better music, and I find the aesthetic to be way more interesting. And the gameplay is definitely an improvement.
Yeah, I agree. Cause Beast Mode really is better than Payload. But like Payload, it's also really short, so obviously there's just not much on it
Yeah.
either. But I will say that because this level is at least over 30 seconds, I will say that it does have more interesting things going for it. And also the change of lighting as well does really well for it. But
Yeah.
like Payload, it's really not that hard, and also it has barely anything going for it either.
Yeah.
But where would you rank this?
It is a very short level, much like the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better than Payload. But it's really short, then it doesn't really matter. So for that, I think it deserves to be in between Cycles and Dry Out and C tier.
Alright. Yeah.
Because Dry Out has nothing going for it.
Yeah, true. For me, I think Beast Mode actually will fall just above Payload. Actually, no, above Time Machine, because it actually is a little bit more interesting.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely. Alright, well, next up, I'm gonna say this name in two different ways. I'm gonna say Machina or Machina.
Yeah, I don't really know the proper pronunciation for that word.
Yeah, neither do I. I just pronounce it both ways, just because I really don't know which one's which. But what do you think of this level?
I'll give it credit. The aesthetic is, in my opinion, more interesting than Payload. The music is weaker than Payload, in my opinion. But I don't think that's a big enough detriment to make it worse than Payload. But it's still extremely basic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's extremely basic, and also the level itself looks kind of bland as well, cause it's only white, and then when you have a certain part of the song, the screen goes black. So honestly, the level looks kind of bland, and also the music's really not that interesting either. And the ship part, the only ship part in the whole level is actually a big letdown.
Yeah, very underwhelming.
Yeah. So where would you rank this?
It's better than Payload in very few aspects. And just because it's so bland looking, it has by far one of the easiest ship segments in any GD level. I think it deserves F.
F?
Yeah, it'll take F for me.
Yeah, I'm honestly going on the same boat as you, because honestly, this level really is bland, easy, simple, and really nothing special either.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely deserves F tier.
Yeah, at least we can agree on that.
Yeah. But next,
we can all agree that it's bad.
Yeah, we can all agree.
Go ahead.
No, we can all agree it's bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not that good. But next up, we have Years. Now, what do you think of this level?
It's okay. I mean, we were just complaining about how big of a letdown Machina's ship segment was.
Yeah.
But now that this entire level is a ship, it makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
But the
definitely.
level is still really basic feeling. The music is really good though.
Yeah,
What do you
that
think?
definitely I agree. Cause like definitely with this level only being ship, I think that honestly it has a little bit more difficulty. But like the level still looks bland, and like Machina's and kind of like Machina, like it was pretty much nothing going for it. It was all just ship. But I will say that the ending is probably what saves this level just slightly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Where would you rank this?
Mhm. There's not really anything going for it. I think it'll go in D tier, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm torn if Payload or Years is better.
Well,
I
where would
think
you?
Years is slightly better. I think it'll beat it out.
So top of D tier for you.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that Years is kind of like not nothing really special going for it, because like Machina's like bland gameplay and also bland level on top of everything. But like Years for me is like obviously better than Machina, but I don't think it beats Payload.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna put it at the bottom of D tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. All right. Next up, we have Frontlines. Now, what do you think of this level?
It has a similar uh aesthetic look to Beast Mode, but I find it way more interesting and fun to play. The music syncs really well, but it's still a very short level, not even like a minute long.
Yeah, Frontlines. I would say as of right now, Frontlines is definitely as of right now taking the high spots of the GD World levels as of now. Just because like Frontlines has such good gameplay in it, and it also goes really well with the music. So like Frontlines has really good things for it, at least.
Yeah, it at least has something going for it.
Yeah. Where would you rank this?
I think it belongs between Cycles and actually I think it can go above Cycles in C tier.
The C tier? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm honestly gonna take your lead on that as well, because like I think that this level is still mid, but it's still way better than what we've been talking about as of recently.
yeah. It might be one of the best GD World levels,
Definitely.
if not the best, but we'll see
We'll see.
because we've still got another set of five.
Yep. Yeah. But like next up we got Space Pirates. Now, what do you think of this level?
Like you mentioned earlier with Years, the fact that the entire level is a ship make not only makes it more interesting, but it also makes it slightly more difficult. But for this level, you're a UFO for the entire time. And in my opinion, UFO gameplay is harder than ship gameplay.
Yeah, no, I agree. Although like although like the ship is probably one of my weakest game modes. The UFO here in Space Pirates is really good. It's actually better than Years, I would say, because like obviously like you have a little bit more obstacles now, and
Yeah,
obviously the background looks nicer than what Years had, because this
yeah, the
level
aesthetic is way better.
yeah, this level is feels like you're playing during Halloween.
Yeah,
So definitely has a lot more going for it than Years. Um, but where would you rank it?
I think I honestly think it's better than Beast Mode. It's the aesthetic really does give off the Halloween vibe, which I really like. Honestly, there's not really much we have seen of Halloween in the main levels of Geometry Dash,
Yeah.
so I find it unique for that. But it is still very short. But I still find it more interesting than Beast Mode, so I think it can go above Beast Mode and below Cycles in C.
Okay. Like I
What do you
like
think?
I like I said, I think this level definitely is just years but better, definitely. But because it's still short,
Yeah,
obviously it's still you can still tell it's a GD World level. But I think that definitely I think it will take this spot in C tier just below front lines, just because I do think that it's that it just because I think I enjoy it better than Cycles.
yeah, that's a good point. That's
Yeah,
a very good place for it.
thank you. Next up we have Striker. Now, what do you think of this level?
Correct me if I'm wrong about this, but isn't this the only GD World level to feature triple spikes?
There are triple spike. There's like a triple spike in like the middle of the level, um, where it's like one big one in the middle and then two small ones. But there are also some triple spikes as you're going. But then again, and there's also a triple spike at the end as well.
Yeah,
It's not really many triple spikes. I think it's just like four, three if you don't want to count the first one, because like the first one, like I said, is just two short ones on the sides and one big one in the middle.
yeah,
But like this level for me is kind of forgettable because like I said like I said with the fact that the mirror portals are the worst thing ever. Well, it doesn't really affect
yeah,
much. Well, it really doesn't affect much in the level because there's not really any transitions where it could really kill you. But still not a good level either.
the mirror mechanic is not special at all,
No,
so
it's
I can agree with that.
yeah, no, it's not. Where would you rank it?
Like you, I'm gonna go off of what you said because you're pretty much right. It's pretty forgettable. So I think it can take the bottom of D tier for me.
Yeah. I think maybe might go. I'm thinking between bottom of D or top of F because like literally this level really has nothing special.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna put it at the top of F tier.
yeah,
Yeah, cause like there's really nothing for this level.
yeah,
Like it's just a cube. That's it. You're not really doing much either.
yeah.
Yeah, but next up we got Embers. Now, what do you think of this level?
This level is similar in the is similar in a way to Years and Space Pirates, but instead of being a type of flying thing, you're a ball, which I think is more interesting, honestly. But the gameplay is pretty simple and easy.
Definitely.
But the aesthetic hard carries it though for me.
I think so. Also like really like the music as well. Cause like this
Yeah,
music
the music's really good.
cause like this music is really calming as well. So like obviously it fits the aesthetic of GD World a little bit more because like obviously Geometry Dash World doesn't have many crazy levels. So I think that this level actually does do really well.
Yeah, I can agree with that. The music is also very calming.
Yeah. But where would you rank it?
It might be the most mid of the GD World levels in my opinion, but it's still one of the better ones
Yeah,
to me.
I'm kind of on the same level as you. Where would you rank him?
Hmm. I think it deserves to be. Um, I like the Halloweeny vibe of Space Pirates slightly more, but Embers is certainly good. So I think it can go between Space Pirates and Beast Mode. I think it's more interesting than Beast Mode.
Okay. For me, I'm kind of torn on where to put this. Cause while I do think that it's definitely good. I definitely still think it's kind of mid. So I think it's gonna go in the D tier. But like I don't know where. I'm like torn between the top of D tier and between Dry Out and Beast Mode.
Yeah, it's a hard choice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it at the top of D tier because, like, I think that this level at least has something going for it. Because at least the gameplay, while simple, it's also pretty memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But next up we got round 1. Now, what do you think of this level?
The music's pretty solid. The aesthetic is also similar to Frontlines and Beast Mode. The gameplay is also a little on the basic side, but the flow is pretty decent. It's kind of mid.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Because like then again, round 1, in my opinion, is actually also, it's just another forgettable one. Because like I don't really remember much of this level. Um, aside from the fact that like literally it's just cute gameplay. But like honestly, this level I think would kind of be better than Striker though.
Yeah, round 1 at least has maybe something slightly going for it,
Yeah,
unlike Striker.
yeah, definitely. So where would you rank this?
I definitely agree with the fact that it's slightly better than Striker. So for that, I think it can go above Striker and D.
Okay. For me, yeah, it's gonna take the bottom of the D tier.
Yeah,
Because I don't think it deserves F. I think that Striker is it's just too forgettable, and honestly, the barrel portals really just kind of destroy the level. But round 1 doesn't have that, so I think while forgettable, it's better than Striker.
yeah, I agree.
But next up we got Monster Dance Off. Now, what do you think of this level?
In my opinion, this is one of the better GD World levels. It introduces the wave, or it's the first one to have a wave, or it's the only one to have a wave section in the GD World levels. And the gameplay is pretty good. I also really enjoy the music.
Yeah, I would agree. Because like the wave is one of my favorite game modes, and also that like this level has really good music as well. So like that kind of like elevates it a little bit. But like because it's still a GD World level, like obviously it's short,
Yeah,
but this one is actually really decent.
yeah,
The beginning with the cube goes really well with the music, especially the part before you go into the wave. So I think that this level is really decent.
yeah.
Where would you rank this?
It's one of the better GD World levels. I think we can both agree on that. I enjoy it, but for me, the wave gameplay is too easy. Like you have a lot of room. Like it's really hard to fail unless you're just really bad at wave gameplay.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with you.
So for that reason, I think it deserves to be in between Frontlines and Cycles in C tier.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see how that would be because Frontlines and Monster Dance Off are probably are no not probably definitely the the two best levels in Geometry Dash World.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely, I can see your reasoning for that. For me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put it above Frontlines, just because, like, honestly, like, it has more than Frontlines.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
It's
but
funny how they're both the ending level in their respective worlds.
yeah, and yet they're the best ones.
Yeah,
Talk about going off with a bang.
for real.
Yep. But next up, we have the challenge. Now, what do you think of this level?
We're going back to Geometry Dash with this one, or the full version.
Yep.
It's in the same boat as the GD World levels as being short, but I just find it more interesting because it is from, well, not just because it's from the full version of Geometry Dash, but it just has some certain charm to it.
Okay. I mean, personally,
Can't describe it.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
What was
Like,
that?
for me, I don't really think this level has anything interesting for it. Literally, it's simple. It's not even a challenge. So, like, the name is kind of misleading.
Yeah, you're
So,
expecting an epic challenge, and then you just leave disappointed.
exactly. And plus, this level has a ton of bugs on it as well, because, like, you can easily cheese the level as well.
Yeah, I've done that. I've messed around with that myself.
While that could be fun, it's not really the purpose of the level.
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm not a fan of this one. But where would you rank this?
Uh, it's it's pretty. It's not that great. It does have that charm, in my opinion, but it's not, that charm is not enough to save it. So I think it'll. I think it fits above round one. Actually, I think it can go. Yeah, it can go above round one in D tier.
All right. Well, for me, it's going in the F tier, just above Machina, because at least, like, obviously there's a switching game mode, whereas Machina's switching game mode wasn't really that appealing.
Yeah, I agree.
So definitely F tier for me. But we're down to the last game. We're finally reached Geometry Dash SubZero, and starting off we have Press Start. Now, what do you think of this level?
Remember when we alluded back to saying that a certain level would be better?
Yeah.
Well, this trio of levels is like the gift of Geometry Dash. I'm gonna go on and say it. These levels are all incredible, but for now I'm gonna focus on Press Start because that's the point.
Yeah.
Press Start is really incredible. It's my favorite starter level of the Geometry Dash games. The flow is really nice. The aesthetic is good. The music is incredible. And there's a boss fight. Like, a boss fight in the starter level is just so charming to me.
Yeah, I can get that. Press Start definitely has a lot going for it, especially for a starter level. So, like, this level really does really well. Being a starter level, like, this level literally feels like you're playing a different game. And also the coins are really interesting as well.
Yeah, I agree. The coins are pretty. They're kind of like Dash's coins. They're just like interesting in a way.
Yeah, definitely. Cause like the first two coins are like Well, like the second coin is really well hidden, and the first coin, if you pay attention, you can kind of see where it's at.
Yeah,
The third coin is a bit on the basic side, but still not that basic because like you really gotta nail straight flying to perfection to get that coin.
yeah.
Like
The second coin is one of my favorites, honestly. It's really well hidden.
yeah, definitely. Where would you rank Press Start?
For me, it doesn't have the same charm as Hexagon Force, but I love it to death. I think it to be in the second spot in W, in between Hexagon Force and Electro Man Adventures.
Okay. Like, yeah, I can see your reasonings. Like I said, Press Start is really good. I think for me though,
Yeah,
I think I would have to put it in still in the S tier, but I'll probably put it like above Dash because I think I still like Finger Dash more. But Press Start is definitely really a really good level.
yeah.
All right, next up we got Knock'em. Now, what do you think of this level?
Another really incredible level. I'd actually argue that Knock'em is better overall. It's more difficult. The aesthetic is good. It doesn't have a boss fight, but that's perfectly fine. This level does not need a boss fight. It's incredible.
Yeah, I agree. Because Knock'em is really interesting. Its music it definitely goes really well with the music. So I'll give it that. The coins have a bit of difficulty to them, especially the second one. And the third one they actually buffed it as well.
Yeah, they buffed it.
Yeah, so like I think that's a nice touch for the third coin as well.
Yeah, because that third coin was actually pretty easy.
Yeah, it was pretty easy, but now it's actually one of the tougher ones as well,
Yeah.
which I think was a really nice touch as well. So Nocturne definitely is a really, really, really good level overall. But where would you rank it?
Yeah. Um, I'd say I think it's slightly better than Press Start. I think it belongs in between Hexagon Force and Press Start. I think it's a good spot for it.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable. I think I'm gonna put Knockem at the top of S tier, just because I really do like this level a lot. Because like I mentioned, the coins are the second and third coin are really interesting. The gameplay's fun, and also the music goes really well with this level.
Yeah.
All right, but last up we got Power Trip. Now, what do you think?
I think this is probably my least favorite SubZero level here, but it's still really solid. The reason I don't really like it as much as the others is the fact that the aesthetic is kind of forgettable to me. Like, it doesn't really scream Power Trip to me.
All right. Well, personally, I think the opposite of you. I think that Power Trip is the best one because gameplay-wise, I love this level. The gameplay is so much fun. Also, the music is really, really good. Probably my favorite in SubZero. And also,
Yeah.
while the coins are kind of simple, at least they buffed the first two.
Yeah, those first two coins were not a challenge.
Now they are. Yeah, now they are because since I remember that the second coin got buffed and like now it's a little bit more challenging. And
Yeah.
also the first coin I think also got buffed, but I don't remember how they did it.
I
But
don't remember how they did it either.
Yeah. The third coin, while it stayed the same, it's just like literally the same thing as Dash's third coin, where you just have to tap a certain trigger until it turns until the coin until it turns until the level. Un, wow, I can't talk. Um,
It's right.
like you have to like keep on clicking until like the letters turn green, and that's how you get the coin at the end.
I'm gonna be honest, I never knew that.
Yeah, like there's a certain section where there's like where like you see like where like where like it zooms in on your cube and then you don't see anything except for like a couple of white letters. If you keep on clicking until they turn green, that's how you get that's how you get the last coin.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. That section where the with the random dialogue or whatever.
Yeah. And then basically all you have to do is just beat the level to get it.
Yeah.
But where would you rank this level?
Even though it's my least favorite level, it's still incredible. I think below I'm kind of torn honestly. I think it deserves to be in between Press Start and Electro Man Adventures.
So like right there?
Yeah, that's perfect. What do you think?
I think it definitely deserves W tier, but the bottom of W tier because like I said, I really enjoy this level a lot. Every time I boot up SubZero, um, this is literally the first level I play because I love this level too much.
Yeah.
So I think definitely a W tier.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for me and Vlad Stanley. We have been talking about our opinions for I don't even know how long anymore. But overall, this was a fun experience, and since Geometry Dash is one of my favorite games, I figured why not make a tier list of the main levels. But what did you think of this experience?
I had a ton of fun with this. Thanks for inviting me to do this.
Yeah, not a problem. I know that I know that you haven't fully beaten Geometry Dash yet, but like I figured since you do play the game, I figured it'd be a fun idea if to do a collab.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but thanks for joining me. This was too much fun.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Oh, and subscribe to Flat Stanley as well, because he makes a lot of good content.
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah, but now with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.